close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Wondering what it's like to be on 75 hard, this challenge. It is absolutely exhausting. I just took a 30-minute nap and that did nothing. This exhaustion and fatigue is a new level that I've not experienced before. My entire body is sore. All my muscles are aching and everything hurts. But I know it's gonna be worth it. I also got 5 or 6 hours of sleep, which is more than what I normally get, so I'm actually decently rested compared to how much I normally sleep, which is like 4 hours. I know it's really bad. It's taking pretty much all of my energy to keep my eyes open right now. So one thing that I've actually noticed is in my outdoor workout that I did today, it was a little bit different. I did box jumps on a bench, bear crawls, sprints, burpees, for 4 rounds, and it was gorgeous outside. Like, the weather's beautiful, but it was very difficult. Working out outdoors, definitely more challenging because you have uneven terrain, you got hills. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is during that workout, the voice that was cheering me on was a lot louder than the voice that wanted to give up and quit. So no matter how badly I wanted to rest and I wanted to die, because that's how I felt. My limbs were so tired and I just wanted to like take a rest. But the voice that knew I could kept going overpowered, and I ended up doing every single rep and finishing every lap for the bear crawls and the sprints or the jogs. Before I started the program, I would have given up like very quickly, and I would have just threw my hands up and said, nope, this is too hard, I'm not gonna do it, and this is not my preferred style of training. But today it was different. Like, even though I don't like to train that way, I fully committed to finishing the workout, and I did, and it felt really good. So it's just like little shifts like that in how I think when I'm doing a lot of these exercises. But when I was doing bear crawls, which were some of the most difficult moves ever, I found myself just reminding me that, just one more rep, just one more rep, one more rep. And I kept repeating that to myself. And it's crazy what a difference that makes, because I think if you take a look at the distance that you have to go, it's very overwhelming and it's very easy for you to want to quit. But I think if you just focus on doing one more rep, then it becomes so much easier for you to actually finish it. That was one of my strategies. And I hope that helps you, because it helped me with like my sprints as well, and I don't like running either. So what I would do is focus on a target or a focal point, and I would say I just need to get to that lamppost or that bench or that tree. And then once I got there, I would just say, okay, I have to get to the next bench or the next lamppost or the next tree, and then so on and so forth. So breaking it down that way makes it a lot easier, because your target is a lot closer. And so when you reach there, you just set a new target that is about the same distance or requires about the same energy to get there. And you kind of just repeat that, so it makes it easier. That makes it a lot more manageable, And then the more you do that, the more you build momentum and the belief that you actually can do things that are seemingly difficult. It's really not that hard. So yeah, it's kind of my thoughts on 75 hard. It's day 15 today. I hope that this was helpful and gave you some more insight to what the experience is like. Update. I don't want to say that it's getting easier, because it's not. I still struggle with getting 1 gallon of water. But that being said, I am less distracted now, and I am getting better with managing my time. I'm finding it a lot easier to say no to a lot of things that don't serve my purpose or my goals. I like that it is helping me to weed out what is important and what is not, because I think invariably there's so much that comes up in our lives day to day. I feel like we're constantly being pulled in different directions. I don't know if you're guilty of this, but I certainly am. When I have a list of, let's say, 5 things that I need to do for a day, the moment I pick up my phone or I check my email, I get distracted by either a notification, having to like respond to an email, or something that I totally was not intending to do. And I'm getting better at managing that and not getting as distracted by so many notifications and just like piling on things to my plate that is ultimately stealing my time and turns out to be time wasting activities. The funny thing is, I thought I was really good at managing my time before, but now this is doing 75 hard has taken it to like a whole another level. And at this point I only focus on the things that absolutely need to get done, because the reality is not everything is urgent. My body and muscles are still a little bit sore, but that's normal. I've gotten to the point where I can just power through the pain into numbness. As far as the physical progress, I am seeing a huge reduction in body fat. I can see myself leaning out a lot more, which I love. You know, I think it really boils down to a combination of everything that I've been doing, which is 2 workouts, no cheating on my diet at all, which is really tough, but it gets easier probably around like the 16th day. And after a certain point, you just don't want to anymore, because my whole mindset is I haven't come this far to just come this far and then quit, because if I mess up on any of those 5 requirements, I'm gonna have to start over, and it's just not worth it, you know? So the other thing that I want to mention is, you know how there are 2 voices in your head? There's one that's positive all the time and is very optimistic and thinks you're gonna just like crush it at everything, and thinks you're gonna like dominate life, and thinks you can, you know, basically do whatever it is you want. And that voice is very, very powerful. You should do everything in your power to feed it, because that is how you're going to achieve anything in life, any of your goals. And then of course there's that other voice, the one that doubts you and asks you questions like, oh, can you really do this? Like, oh, I don't think it's gonna work out. Or who are you kidding yourself, thinking that you can amount or do anything? You know, it's normal for us to waver and doubt ourselves from time to time. But that second voice is what I like to call the little bitch voice. You don't want that voice in your life at all, because that's the voice that is holding you back from everything that you could possibly imagine your life to be. It's holding you back from the life that you desire, that you want to create. What you want is for that first voice to be the dominant voice in your head, and for that little bitch voice to be essentially non-existent. My point in saying all of this is, at day 22, that little bitch voice is like almost completely gone. And it's really amazing and extraordinary, because I never would have fathomed that the fact that I'm still so early in this program, that I would be experiencing this level of a mental transformation. And I love it. It's amazing. Invariably, this is the hardest program that I've ever done, but also the best that I've ever done. And it's so worthwhile, because you're able to basically develop so much self-confidence, so much self-belief, when you're able to destroy any ounce of doubt in yourself. Like, you can do anything that you set your mind to. This may sound like a bunch of crap to some of you, like it's a bunch of magic that you may not believe in, but this is genuinely what I'm experiencing, and I am just documenting what I am going through in the hopes that you join me in this program. I honestly don't gain anything from it at all. I just want everyone to experience it, because it's so incredible. And so that is basically where I'm at day 22 in the program. And oh my gosh, my shoulders are burning. Oh my goodness, but it's worth it. It's the good kind of pain, you know? Okay, so I fully had to switch arms because my shoulder was dying, and it still is. So I just want everyone to really experience like all of the amazing benefits of just being on this program. But it's really hard. It takes a lot of discipline. It does and will teach you the ability to endure. It teaches you time management, stress management, basically all of the things that like they don't teach you anywhere else. I can honestly say that this is probably one of the best things I have ever done for myself. And it's so worth it, guys. And so I just wanted to share my thoughts with you because, like I said before, this is a mental transformation program more than it is physical. And yes, the physical progress is kind of just a bonus. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go smash that thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and if you want to join me. It's very hard, but thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.